ShopDog says welcome back. On the Courier project, we are very slowly but very neatly transferring some Type F into her. Decided that the only way I was going to get something in there and not get transmission fluid everywhere was just to use a small transfer pump. So, you know, just a little and a little. I've been holding the other end too, so I'm going to start with 4 quarts, which is definitely not enough. Throw a battery on there, turn it over without letting it start for a little bit, and then check the fluid level, because remember, we got to push fluid all the way back to the cooler back here. So, little and a little, but welcome back. Okay, we just sucked all the coolant back out, because look at this. See it? Also, there's some there. If that's still leaking, I just don't know how. So I gotta figure out where that came from. And I think I'm gonna have to pull this motor plate to do this. There's just no room to get that wrench in there, I guess. So we'll get the battery pulled and get the motor plate pulled.
Which one? They both loose, you think?
I think so, because you can't really get the wrench in there that well. Even when the radiator was out. Yeah. There's just nowhere to swing the end of the wrench. And another example of I don't know what's going on. That gasket also disintegrated. And this is the Ford gasket. Look at this. It's just falling apart. Why? Look at that. Even at the top where it shouldn't have even been wet, it's just a sponge. So yeah, we're not using that at all. We're just not even going to use the gasket. I don't even understand. Slowly getting there. This welded in battery tray is an absolute nightmare, and God, it looks like there's so much room, but that sure took a while. We're gonna pick her up and block the engine before we pull the other bolt. ShopDog was out running with the neighbor dogs, so he's gonna go get himself a drink. I'm getting there. Truck's been up and down. You'll notice she's sitting on a block of wood, getting ready to pop this plate off. ShopDog's still tired. I've actually got this coupling off now. I'm just checking, and I just cleaned it up, and this seat seems fine. I'm going to check the other ends, because remember, this is an AN fitting, so that is what seals, is the metal on these at that 37 degrees. So it doesn't take anything to make that not work. Okay, that was definitely not what anybody would call fun, but we got that all apart, cleaned everything, we've got it back together. Well, you know, not that yet, but I gotta get that plate in because I need my hand to be able to go there before we can put that back in. So I'm gonna take a break and have a nice cold snack. Whew. Okay, so getting this all lined back up was awesomely fun. We loved it. That's sarcasm. Okay, so that's all snugged back up. I gotta plug the pump back in, get a strap on there. Once that's plugged in, then we can look at thermostat housing again. Alright, ShopDog is ready. It's getting dark out. It took a lot longer to do, a lot less than we expected today, considering I was going to turn this over today. So we just checked the dipstick, and that 4 quarts has definitely got her. It looks over full, but as soon as we start it and all that pumps around, we'll be a couple quarts low. We've taken all of that apart and done it again. This time, no gasket. That's just pure RTV. Not something I normally do, but I just don't see an option. So we've got just RTV. We'll give it a few days to cure so that, you know, I don't contaminate it, don't weaken it, nothing. And we're going to go from there. With any luck, pulling that motor plate and getting in there a little better with the wrenches did something. Yeah, these thicker wrenches really do make a difference. They're just, you know, long, because this is the one we were using. So, no, ShopDog's getting excited. Mama's on her way home. You know, it's a beautiful evening for a change. It's been a while. So anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good night.